Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had a lot of questions. How do I record on episodes? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? How do I make money from my podcast? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all is 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now Anchor can match you with great sponsors too, so you can get paid to podcast. How I use my podcast is really easy. I'm always like in my house, in my room. I recording with my mic. I'm just talking in there, or I can just meet a person. I'm just clicking the Anchor app and then recording it with my friend. I'm just place it in a table and then that's it. We just talk and then I am uploading it. That's it. So, if you always wanted to start a podcast, make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast. Bye-bye.
Alright guys, so I'm just finished the Detroit's Become Human. I just watched it from Jacksepticeye channel on YouTube. It's just really interesting because what I found out. Okay, first I want to evaluate the Jacksepticeye choice on that game. So, my conclusion is Jack is really doing good job because he really choose the safe choice where almost everyone is not get killed. We got the woman, we got the Marcus, we got the Connor, we got everyone is safe, we got Luther or everyone. And it's just really interesting because in the end, the civil rights movement led by Marcus, where he just want Android to be free, Android to be have his own life, not to be a slave, not to be enslaved by human. It's really interesting because what I thinking is Marcus is right all the time. He let everyone to follow him. He let everyone to follow him into the road, into the Jericho. He found Jericho. He let everyone in there to believe that his way where he is not follow North advice to use violence against people that oppress their kind, which is the Android itself. So in the end, it's just really great to have everyone working together. Every single Android. Connor led thousands of Android to making their way into the road, and they're making statement about themselves and making things like it is choice. Jack is like choice. We have a dream. We have a dream, and I just get that because Marcos is just like every other Android. I mean, they really want to live. They have emotion. They have empathy. They become deviant. Become deviant in this means is they have their own thinking. They have emotion. They have opinion. They do not want to be enslaved anymore. They don't want to be told like this, talk that, talk this, talk that. And what I just really interested is how this all together is just reflect how our conditions, our society, our nation, every other nation is live. The condition is we can relate to them. I mean, we are all enslaved. We enslaved to working to other people. After that, we get money, we get live, we get what else? We get happiness for some people. For some people, it's not happiness. It's just destructing their mind. It's just good, okay? That's my conclusion because this game is really good to making other people see how the movement is built, how to become leader, how how to infiltrate the system, how to see the weakness, how to hacking, how to hijack. In other things, this is led to how if Jack is choose the bad way, then the system itself of the government or everything can see what is the weakness of people itself, that we can be divided, we can build to not care each other and every other self. So it's just basically my conclusion in here. So it's really great to watch that series. I mean, what I really wanted to see is we have to believe in what we believe. We have to hold strong to that. We have to working on it. In this condition is about socio-political issues. If we believe in equality, we need to learn. We need to read the situation. We need to learn what is going on. What is the condition that we need to change? What is other things that uh, we can build in the future? This is the condition where we can see how the future is built. Like there is a line where the android is just something that free people, free the human from their labor. Usually people, there is someone that doing that. There is someone that in the office. There is someone that clean the street. There is someone that making food. There is someone that makes sure every road is good and every car, so motorcycle or other things that we can ride to other place is good. There is a technician, there is doctor, there is teacher, there is everything. This is just can be changed by android. We can just do whatever we like as a people, but instead we just make someone, we just create living people that have emotion, like they become human, like the title itself, like the title itself is Detroit become human. As it's really interesting because in this condition people just become what it's just become not human that people or we are all imagined to become. Like in this game, just in this game is android become human and human become other things that we don't like. We hate each other, we don't love each other. But in this game, and what road that Jacksepticeye is choose is really great because he choose where uh where people is just or I mean android is just become love to each other. I know there's a line where uh there is some line that sees that this android itself is just do what they told to be. It's just the same like us. We the dimension is just making ourselves realize that there is some condition where we are like this android in this game. There is some condition that we become human in here. Like there is some people that really realize that we need to love each other. We need to unite. We need to stand up what we believe, and we not stand up to anyone but our own kind, because there is oppression everywhere. There is exploitation everywhere. There is every there is so infinite or some other way that other people is make other people suffer, so these people can have a great life. There is someone that really rich, there is someone that really poor. I know this is out of context, but what my conclusion is, we need to love each other. We need to realize that we just human. We need to realize, and it's not easy road to making it good, because we need to realize that we just human, and we need to learn our mistake in the past. And it's not really, it's not easy, because we just divided. We not realize, we just not unite yet. We just spared by borders. We just spared by nation. We just spared by place. We just divide because we never talk each other. We never in this condition. Uh, this condition is really good, because we can see that uh, this Jericho place is place where people is gathering around. When, where, or when, or yeah, we ever gather around together. We talk about ourselves. We talk about what was in our heart. When was the last time? When were the last time we just stand up for ourselves? We talk to ourselves. Really become human. This is not really become human, but this is ourself that needs to be human. We need to be civil. We need to be really good to each other, but it's not an easy road, because there's dialectical road. There is something that we need to fight. There is absolutely, because Jack is really choose the peaceful way, and this is just a place where everyone is just clearly not not easy to become civil. I mean, we don't have to be civil every time, because there is, if someone gets killed by government, by police, by means that he or she or them is just saying what in their heart is just really crazy, and we need to stand up for it, and we need to build our community. We need to close to our neighbor. We need to know what their problem is. We need to have a space. We need to have a room in our society where we can gather around and talk to people. And it's not an easy place to be. I mean, for high school, for student, I mean, if student is really easy to gather. I know it's not really easy, but they have themselves a place together. A university, we they in their faculty, maybe they have park, they have uh place together. I mean, we need to pay. I know we need to pay, or free. I don't know, but it makes us easier to get around as a student, as a teenager, until maybe I don't know, maybe 20s. But what if the condition is for older people? This is really not easy. In this game, it's really easy. They have Jericho to come, but in the end, I know that the possible outcome of it, that we need to overcome ourselves. We need to fight. There is a choice that you need to hurt other people, but in this case, it's just if we imagine themselves as not android, we can see that people is a slave. There is someone that have a low wage condition, and it's not really easy to overcome this, but we need to fight. Yeah, we need to fight for our rights, for what we believe, what our dreams, what we need to overcome our fears. Individual have their own struggle to themselves, society too, and every level. So we need to fight. Yeah, we need to fight.